Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of Hbms, and today we're going to begin making oil stuff. Yeah, but first we gotta make a welding machine. What? I forgot to do that last episode. Welding machine is very important. You're probably asking, if we have a cracking tower, why the heck are we bothering with this thing? This thing is not important at all. Well, actually, this is very important. Wait, what? It requires graphite. How do you get the graphite when you don't have coal coke yet? You make a press for coal coke. Can you just do this in a regular furnace? Oh yeah, if you just take briquettes of coal. Alright then, we'll go ahead and figure that out. So you're probably wondering what the heck we're doing here. So, first and foremost, we have to make a flat stamp. Then we have to go shred 3 pieces of coal. Or actually 4 pieces, because that's how many we want to do. That will give us coal powder, which you then run over to the machine to turn it into briquettes. So you take this, and then you give it a few minutes to do its stuff, and you'll have briquettes. While that's happening, we need to go ahead and make the other thing, which is just steel plus red copper. That gives us stuff to make this guy. Now he's kind of expensive, isn't he? But if you remember from last episode, we got all of them wonderful computers, and there's even more for us to go get. In fact, there's even more ways for us to get circuits without crafting them ourselves. I know quite a few places where there's lamps, and we can go get them at some point once we have oil stuff done, which is nice. But first and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and take care of making coal coke, and then this gets ran through the guy again. Now the other thing, which is rather not great, and kind of something I don't want to have to deal with, is we have to make steel plates. A very thick steel plate. Oh, what was it? That was a meteor. Where was that at? Let me go check outside. I hope a meteor did not just hit my tank or something. Oh, it's over there. Let's go see what it is. Alright, let me just roll around in my tank and get over there. There should be no problem at all. Don't worry about that giant lake over there. We're drifting here. Alright. We're going pretty fast in this thing. Let's see what it is. Let's hope we got something good in that meteorite, honestly. That would be kind of nice. Where's that thing at? It landed here, right? Where is this guy? What if it brought glyphids? That glyphid meteors would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, I honestly have no clue where that landed at. We're gonna need another piece of tungsten, and this guy is going to become tungsten bolts, and then we're gonna go ahead and run over to this guy over here. We're gonna process these guys, shove them in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and shut this front door because there's a problem. So you give this a few seconds to do its stuff. And that's what this is not what the tungsten bolts. Alright, we're gonna need another tungsten ore. Dang it. I really do not like how much tungsten I need for this. So the tungsten is for tungsten plate mold. Alright, time to sleep. But we also need tungsten bolts for other things too. So let's go ahead and do the next thing. Which is going to be pulling out this from there, which will shut down that thing from operating. And then we're gonna go ahead and take a component from here. This guy. For this. We're gonna need 12 steel ingots. Which is just... Oh, okay. We can just drop off 4 of these, right? Yes. Let's drop off 1 more. Okay, good. Actually, we might not even need more tungsten bolts, to be honest. Where's my other thing? Where's my plate thing? I cannot make plates now, because I do not know where the plate thing is. It got changed to steel bolts. What? Since when? And also the bolt recipe got increased, by the way, so you get like a lot of bolts from it now, which is nice. I actually am a fan of this change. I mean, this is a great thing right here. Very great thing. But kind of annoying that I have all these tungsten bolts now. Maybe I should just check before I do these things in the future. Now, if you just shove in those, then you get out the steel plate, and that takes a bit of time to cast and all of that. So while that's happening, we're gonna go and make a hopper. So this thing is the most useful thing you could ever make. It actually allows you to just harvest straight from this guy. You don't even have to like have you don't need a collector hatch. You just need one of these guys, which is nice. Anyway, with the tungsten bolt situation, what we now need to do is take care of those wonderful electrodes. So you make those like this, and that gives you the graphite electrode. Yeah, I think it would just be like graphite just extruded, I don't know. Maybe a rod stamp. Okay, well, let's not get into this. Let's just go ahead and shove stuff in the boxes. Right here. Oh, we already have coils. Actually, we can just cut that in half. Literally, we have coils. These are from a Meteor, probably. Well, that makes all of the stuff we need for the thing, isn't it? Well, maybe it is. Let's see what this guy needs. Transformer. Oh, yeah, almost. Last thing we need is 4 tungsten ingots. So this is one of the most important machines in the mod. Without this guy, you can't really do much. But this is the welding machine. And I spelled it correctly, actually. Are you kidding me? I don't have cast steel. Cast steel is over here. It's literally just sitting in here. Alright, that should do it. Nice. And we're gonna hook this up to an energy block. So that's nice, it's getting charged. And it should be able to do welding now. If you're questioning why I made this, then let me go ahead and explain why I did this. The main reason is that we can get a coke oven from a welded plate. Oh, what is this? A strand caster. Huh. I can't wait to make that thing. What the heck is that? It looks fun. What is a strand caster? And for this, if we take 12 and divide that by, like, I think it just needs 6, right? 6 makes 1 of them. And we need 12. We need 12. Alright, so let's shove 2 pieces of 6 in there, and that will pour out, and why was it gray? Don't know. Honestly, don't concern ourselves with why it's gray or why it's whatever color it is. It doesn't matter. So what's going on here is that we're making the actual stone for the furnace itself. The combination oven. I always call these things coke ovens because they are practically identical in function. Although they do have a lot of unique purposes, and they're very unique, you know? So with these guys poured out, we can go ahead and switch this guy back to doing its, oh, it's actually out of fuel. That's perfect. I intended for it to happen. We don't need fuel in this guy right now because we just don't. Well, while that's happening, we're gonna go ahead and run this guy in. Get this guy cooking. And how much steel? 36 iron, actually. And you can see this guy takes a lot of energy, but he also makes a beautiful, beautiful effect right there. And you use this guy a lot. Literally, this is the most important machine other than assembly machine. And now we can make a combination oven, which is a great machine. It's one of the most important machines. And so we can assemble a firebox, which is going to allow us to power the wonderful combination oven. So we're gonna set that up right now. Oh, that's not how you make a firebox. You don't just... That's furnace wires. What the heck would furnace wires even be like? Just make the firebox, please. Make the... Wait, what? Firebox. I thought I saw something interesting there, but no, it was absolutely nothing. And if we place this guy right here, it's actually just gonna get collected. All of its smog is going to be just distributed over to the other side of the planet. So basically what you want to do with this is you want to shred all of your coal. Yes, you shred all of the coal into complete garbage, which you should never do this unless you have this guy. Well, I mean, maybe you could shred all your coal, but what's the point in that? Like, literally, the only point in shredding coal is so you can put it through this guy. And we're about to do that very soon. So we're gonna heat up the firebox, and then we're gonna get this guy nice and warm, and then we're gonna get the coal dust, and we're gonna run it through this guy. Alright, so we're gonna take a coal burner, put it up there. This is the burner press, and this thing is absolute garbage. But it will serve the purpose pretty well, and if we just take a stack of this and run it through the burner press, like so, it will be sent over to here, become coal coke, and give us some coal tar creosote byproduct. Alright, so we're gonna run 12 of these through this machine, and we're just gonna turn them into plates, and we're gonna weld them afterwards. And then we gotta weld cast steel plates. Now this takes, actually it doesn't take much longer, does it? It doesn't take as much energy. It takes, yeah, it's minus 1,000. It's a bit of energy. Just don't do this in a large quantity and you'll be fine. We're gonna take some grates plus these guys to get a fractioning tower. Nice. So we need a fractioning tower for coal oil and coal tar creosote. I think this guy is gonna be the coal tar creosote tower. We have to weld more plates for another one. And then we're gonna need 18 more steel ingots because we're gonna make the refinery today, and that also apparently needs welded steel. And we basically have this whole thing done. This one did not take long at all. It's a lot of steel, though. It's a lot more than I remember it being. I remember it being, like, a lot cheaper. I think it needs insulators? How many insulators do you need, fella? 8? 8? Oh, my. How much do we have? 14. That's not a problem at all. And it also needs an advanced circuit, which is one of these guys, and then it's basically done. This is going really easy. So this is a fractioning tower for coal oil. It produces crude oil and coal gasoline, which I don't think this process is sustainable to, like, run it just on itself. So, I don't know. You might get good you could probably run the byproducts into this guy, because the refinery doesn't cost that much, and I could just run it on solar. And the industrial guy is not, we can't get him yet. Oh, dang. Here is our refinery being made. And also, this guy is a work in progress, but we should be able to make him no problem at all. Now, for this, we're gonna need another boiler, firebox. Yes, firebox. Now, this, we don't want to turn this on right away, and you want to keep this guy, if you're gonna run one of these tiny boilers, you don't want this guy running constantly. You risk an explosion if you do that. It's not great. So we're gonna set this guy to crude oil, and basically he'll make hot crude oil from that. And so he'll fill up with crude oil, and yeah. And then the refinery goes on the outside. It's gonna go probably right next to here. We're gonna have to pipe the hot oil over to this guy, but I want him out here because just works. It just works. Alright, so this pipe takes hot crude oil over to the refinery, and then that's literally the last step. So the last step is to basically hook everything together. And also, we need to set up the cracking tower, because the cracking tower is just amazing. So first thing we're going to do to hook everything up is connect it to the power grid, which is somewhere out in this direction. I honestly don't know how far in this direction the power cable is supposed to be. It's supposed to be somewhere here. I did extend it out to reach here, so it should... That's where it's supposed to go. So for this guy, we're going to set up a steam condenser on this. And this guy's already set the bitumen, so I don't actually have to do anything. Well, I do still need a bitumen pipe for this stuff. So we're going to set up the solar boiler here. A water pipeline that goes up into the top of the boiler. I actually have to rearrange this because it's not in the correct positioning, because I would need to be able to access this side if we have the cracking tower set up. So we're going to have a pipe here for bitumen. Like so, and then we just hit this guy with... the whole guy with this. That gives bitumen over to here. Lower pipe with steam. Finally, we have this upper pipe, and we have to hit it with water. So this guy will be water. We're going to have a barrel here for more water. And this will be our water input and output. And that's basically all it needs. So it should just run. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh wait, it actually needs to be hooked up. Of course it's not running. It's not hooked up. Just attach all of them. It should be good enough, right? Yes. And due to our strategic placement, we should just literally be able to run in here. Connect some of these and then hook them into the oil. Exactly 7 pieces though. That is insane. I did not intend for that to be the perfect amount. But that is literally the perfect amount. And then we're going to put in some coal coke and get this guy up and running. We're going to hook up these guys via the cable. That gets the refinery up and running at long last. This is the long-awaited oil episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Oh wait, we forgot to hook that thing into the oil. What? That's something we're forgetting. Hold on. We must make sure that all the oil and stuff is connected. And now it's connected, and it's gonna get a lot of oil from that, but that's fine. And that's the entire setup done.